that Tim was asking. You said a lot of the people he knocked out on the street, he slapped on the side of the head, he's got to hold their arm. And we kind of figured out, well, we're already on, he's already grabbed him, he's on heart and lung here. When we slap him the side of the head, we got triple warmer and gallbladder right there, so we're actually doing the same thing. Yeah, he's on heart and lung, and then he's slapping triple warmer and gallbladder. Yeah. So another thing with master thumb acupuncture is distal points are points that are distant, far away, have a greater effect on the opposite end of the channel.
On what?
The opposite end of the channel. So that's for when I'm treating people with migraine headaches. They go to the foot, liver 3, it balances the liver. There's a secondary channel of liver that comes up and connects with dew 20. And the headaches usually start in the center of the head or in the base, they're the gallbladder. Migraines normally affect the vision, the eyes, liver opens the eyes. So we go to the liver point in the foot, and that liver point in the foot that balances the liver channel and it's distal to the head, helps with the headaches. So if he comes up and grabs, okay, I'm coming up here on heart and lung 8 we vibrate, right? Well, if I can touch his foot, when I do this, oh, yeah. Cheers. Good? Yeah, good. We get the energy going through the whole body. So again, what I was on heart, I was on lung, and I went to gallbladder, but I was also stepping on his foot.
That's gallbladder.
Well, when I stepped on his foot, I was on his big toe, which is liver and spleen. So at this point, since I'm doing one off of each of the channels, no matter what I step on his foot is going to enhance it. Because I'm already affecting all 12 channels in the body. Now I'm just bringing the energy down to the lower half of the body and back up too. So I'm getting the energy moving through the entire body instead of just between here and here.
Is this the distal?
Yeah, distal, far point. So what do you feel? Did I hit him hard? No, I just tapped him. What do you feel?
Yeah, gallbladder is just like, it just shakes your whole soul. Like it just feels like your whole being just got, like you're hitting a telephone pole, like the whole pole shakes, you know, that's what it feels like to me.
Okay.
And anytime I've gallbladder, it's just immediate.
Okay. Another thing, before I said I like that third channel because it's the center of the arm, it's the late at night, early morning channel. There's another reason I really like that. Gallbladder and triple warmer affect the energy on the sides of the body. Your arms and your legs. That's why sometimes you can tap somebody on gallbladder or triple warmer lightly and they're locked up, they can't move. Okay, can't control the energy in the limbs. So I'm destroying all the weapons. You're also your hearing, your sensory organs, your eyes are kind of set to the side of the head too. You're going to gallbladder, you're going to triple warmer, you're affecting how they can move their limbs, you're affecting their sight, you're affecting their hearing. You're taking their defense and offense capability out. That's why, personally, for me, now everybody's different. Everybody will resound with different techniques and different energetics, but for me, that triple warmer gallbladder shit, yeah, if I'm trashing your weapons and your sight and your hearing and your ability to attack me and everything all at the same time, you know, I'm in. I'm all in. And especially when that's the time when most people are going to get attacked. So Tim, when you're working the street or when you're looking at reports, when are most assaults and domestics and robberies and stuff done?
It's after midnight.
Yeah. So midnight,
Yeah, three.
three?
Three to four.
Yeah. So that's why I like that. That's when most chance I'm gonna get attacked has most effect on what they can do back to me. And see the responses are pretty good. Yeah. You want me to go over any other techniques or? There's one. I've never tried this. Let's see if this works. So,
You know what that means, don't you?
so, we're gonna go through the slope. This way?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna go through the slope. We're working on techniques where we go like this, right? Double left hand, double left hand. So one thing I was thinking is when he comes in, if I'm coming out, if I can come in on gallbladder or triple warmer here, gallbladder on this side, pericardium, and gallbladder back here. There you go, this is
Oh.
And the lights were on, but he wasn't home too much.
So the end of the
As loud
side.
as I can, because I don't like to overhit people. So-
Another angle.
Okay, so what I was doing, is he's coming in.
He's serious.
So if he's coming in, here's my first, boom. Then as I'm coming back, I'm gonna clip into pericardium here, trap this hand, and then come into gallbladder on this side for my second one. Now, this is here, I didn't step on his foot. And I didn't have a lot of intent going, because I knew I was going to gallbladder both sides. I really didn't want to jack them up. But if you look in the kata where you're coming like this, to me, that'd tell me, you gotta step on that foot. When you're banging it again in the gallbladder, the 3 points of your gallbladder V. Yeah, 13, 14, 15. Because that would have taken the energy, not on both sides of his head and his arm, but all the way down through the body too, which I really didn't want to do first time trying that.
So you didn't step on his
I
foot?
didn't step on his foot.
Okay.
Not knowing hitting both sides, how that was gonna affect him.
Yeah.
Now, next time, know that he can take that, it's not gonna like sport his brain or his spleen. I go ahead and step on the foot, and I'll get a much better reaction out of him. So, safety first, we do it baby
If
steps.
you were in a real altercation.
Oh, I'd be all over that foot,
You'd be all over it, wouldn't you?
and I would've hit him a lot harder on both
Yeah,
sides.
I know.
So that same technique. I'm not gonna hit you, I'm just gonna show, but that, using that same technique. So, say when he comes in, instead of hitting, either triple warmer or something to large intestine. Okay, so large intestine, stomach, spleen, and lung is that first energy pass, right? So if I'm coming in on large intestine, I can come in on stomach,
Yeah,
okay? If I trap the arm down, now I'm coming down on lung, and come in on stomach again. And you have that same hand motion. Does that make sense? So another way you can do that too, if he comes in, come in here, I can come in on stomach this way, boom, and then in on 9 and 10, lung and stomach again. So depending on where you make contact, that's why you gotta get this drill in your head. If I hit the center of the arm, boom, I'm going to gallbladder. If I hit the top of the arm, I want to come to stomach. Unless I'm going to go to one from each. Where my mind works, I jumped in between two different ways to use it. If I'm using the first way where it's like 3 hits on the same channel, I'm going to go large intestine, stomach, stomach, lung, stomach.
Well, you hit with the retracting hand on the lawn.
On the lung, 5 or lung 6, or just scraping down the lung channel. Because it's nothing about natural tone acupuncture. Is he's got specific points for things. Like I said, basically boiled down, you figure out what organ is involved or what channel is involved in the disease you're trying to treat. They use multiple needles on that channel. It's really not specific on which points, as long as you're on the channel, multiple needles. So it's really not specific if I'm even on a point when I'm coming back down here, as long as I know where that channel runs, and I'm moving energy, I'm affecting that channel, it's gonna affect this. Okay, that makes sense? Okay, so the second way to use this, where you're going through like at least one point from each of the 3 circuits. Yeah, then I can go large intestine, gallbladder, and kick and spleen, because spleen has all 3. Or I can step over here on bladder, which is on the little toe. Boom. Now I got distal points, I got bladder, I got large intestine, I got gallbladder. So we got bladder, large intestine, gallbladder, I'm on all 3. It's a little bit harder to do this one unless you have planned it out when you're practicing your kata and you have the moves broken down. That's what kata is for. It's practicing, okay, if I'm doing this, where am I hitting? Going the multiple hits on the same channel is the easier way to start with using this. So whenever I come in contact first, if he's punching and I'm over here on small intestine and heart, I'm going to want to stay there or go kidney and bladder. You got one of the great best bladder points, bladder 1, inner canthus to the eyes. They don't do that during training much. But on the straight, I'm just going to, bam, go right for that point. You got 7 channels that cross in that one point. Bladder 2, right up under the eyebrow. Pop them right up in there. Kidney on the chest, so I'm coming in here, bam, then drop right into kidney 27. That's why I like triple warmer, because if I'm on triple warmer, I got all these gallbladder, triple warmer points here. I got gallbladder, I got liver, I got pericardium, I got everything I can mess with right there. Also why I like it, if I miss, and I'm here, it's like, oh shit, okay, now boom, I'm coming up here into bladder. Okay, if I miss this way, hit its large intestine, stomach, spleen. But until you can figure out the relationships of the 4 channels or the 4 meridians in each of the energy paths, you're going to be hesitant with it. That's what kata's for. You figure out, what am I hitting here? Where can I go? Okay, I'm doing, boom, this, what am I doing? Oh, boom, in the arm. Oh, look, large intestine, stomach, spleen, I'm right there. But if you're really nasty, large intestine, stomach, and destroy his opposite knee with spleen 10. I'd like used to do a knockout with this. He learned, or he developed when he was bouncing at that redneck country bar. It's the most violent bar you can find in North Miami when he went to acupuncture school to develop his skills. He said you can block 1, you can block 2, nobody's going to block all 3. But when he's telling this guy he's got a leg and the guy starts balling up his fists and pumping up on him, Ed would go stomach 13, stomach 25, stomach 40. Just like fight's done before it starts.
You hit him at the same time?
Yeah, same time, push. He said if you're good, you can block 1. If you're real good, block 2. You're good, block all 3. And then the other thing you would do in that situation is you got stomach 25 on either side of the navel, in and down. What do we do all the time like this, right? That's what that's for. Boom! drop them. It also takes the hips off when you're going down. Anytime your hips are moved, your balance is off when you're going down. Any questions? All right, thank you, sir.